Let's bypass the usual superficial checklists tonight. We are not going to talk about the symmetry of your jawline, the style of your clothes, or how many heads turn when you walk into a room. Those are the shallow metrics of a culture entirely obsessed with the surface. Instead, I want to talk about something much older, much deeper. Something the Swiss psychologist Carl Jung spent his entire life trying to map: the invisible, gravitational pull of the human psyche. The truth is, most people are profoundly blind to their own attractiveness. Why? Because they are looking for it in the wrong mirror. They look into literal glass, or they scroll through social media feeds, desperately trying to find some mathematical proof of their worth, some confirmation from strangers. But true, arresting attractiveness doesn't live in what Jung called the persona. It does not live in that conscious mask you polish and put on for the world every single day. True magnetism lives in the parts of yourself you barely pay attention to. It lives in your depths. When you are deeply, intrinsically attractive, it manifests as a quiet disturbance in the psychological space around you. People do not just see you, they experience you. They project their deepest hidden longings, their unresolved shadows, and their highest ideals onto you. And because you are living inside your own skin, completely unaware of this projection, you misinterpret their reactions. You think their sudden awkwardness, their intense staring, or their strange sudden distance means you have done something wrong. You tell yourself that you are out of place. In reality, it is a sign that your mere presence has stirred something heavy, ancient and deep within their unconscious mind. Let us sit down together, let the world fade away, and look at the 7 psychological signs that you are vastly more attractive than you realize through the lens of the human soul. Sign number 1. People stare at you and then quickly look away. The mirror reaction. Consider your daily life. Have you ever walked into a room or stood in a crowded space and caught someone looking at you? But the very millisecond your eyes meet theirs, they snap their gaze away almost aggressively. Or maybe they look down at the floor, pull out their phone to look busy, or suddenly look intensely interested in a blank wall. When we lack confidence, we immediately tell ourselves a negative story about these moments. We walk away thinking, do I have something on my face? Am I acting weird? Did I dress poorly? Do they dislike me? But let us flip the perspective and look at what Carl Jung called projection. The human eye is not just a passive camera recording data. It is an instrument of desire, fear, and psychological recognition. When someone sees a person who carries a high degree of unconscious magnetic charge, a person whose energy breaks through the boring, predictable static of everyday life, their conscious mind gets momentarily bypassed. They stare because their psyche is captivated. They are frozen, looking at a living archetype. But when you look back, you break the spell. You force them back into conscious awareness. That sudden, aggressive snap away isn't rejection. It is a defense mechanism. They are terrified of being caught exposed in their own vulnerability. Your energy did not just invite a casual look. It caused a mini-crisis in their ego. If you were plain, or if your energy was flat and empty, looking at you would not feel dangerous to them. They snap their eyes away because looking at you feels like looking directly into a bright light. It burns a little. They look away because you have power, and they are trying to regain their balance. Sign number 2. Your hidden male or female sides attract you to other people, triggering very powerful feelings of love or hate. This is perhaps the most confusing and painful sign of all. Do people tend to have wildly polarized reactions to you? Do some people become intensely, almost instantly devoted to you, while others seem inexplicably cold, defensive, or eager to find flaws in you, even though you have done absolutely nothing to harm them, and you barely even know their name? When you are highly attractive on a psychological level, You act as a blank canvas for what Jung called the anima and the animus. These are the inner archetypes of the soul. The unconscious feminine within men and the unconscious masculine within women. They represent the ideal soulmate, the divine balance every human being is secretly searching for from the day they are born. If you possess a rich, authentic internal life, you naturally radiate this archetypal energy without trying. When people encounter you, they do not just see you as an individual. They see a reflection of their own soul's missing piece. This completely terrifies an insecure ego. The people who treat you with sudden, cold hostility are often those who feel deeply threatened by how much power you unconsciously hold over them. They are fighting the pull. They project their own dark shadow onto you, because your light highlights exactly what they are missing inside. On the flip side, those who adore you instantly are intoxicated by the glimpse of their own hidden potential they see in your eyes. Carl Jung once wrote that everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves, and everything that draws us to others with terrifying force is a map of our own unlived potential. Extreme, unprovoked reactions from others are rarely about your flaws. They are a testament to the sheer weight and beauty of your presence. Sign number 3. People lose their words and confidence around you. Think carefully about your casual interactions this past week. When you speak to cashiers, colleagues, or strangers on the street, do you notice people becoming clumsy around you? Do they fumble their words, drop their keys, change their posture nervously, laugh a little too loudly at a joke that wasn't even that funny, or suddenly lose their train of thought right in the middle of a sentence? When we feel insecure, we assume we are the awkward ones. We walk away from those moments thinking, wow, that conversation was so stiff. I must be terrible at socializing. I must make people uncomfortable. But let us look at the truth. The awkwardness did not originate from you. It was a physical, somatic response to you. Jung spoke at length about how a strong, authentic psychic presence can completely disrupt the conscious persona of another person. When someone steps into the personal space of someone they find intensely attractive, their nervous system registers a sudden spike in adrenaline. Their conscious mind tries desperately to build a perfect, polished mask to impress you. They want to look cool, calm, and collected. But the sudden pressure of your magnetism causes their mask to slip. They stumble over their words because their brain is running 2 demanding programs at the exact same time. One program is trying to hold a normal, casual conversation, and the other program is screaming, "Don't look stupid in front of this captivating person." Their clumsiness, their stuttering, and their nervousness are not signs of your failure. They are the physical evidence of your unseen gravity pulling them out of their comfort zone. Sign number 4. People feel comfortable sharing their secrets with you. The confessional space. Do complete strangers tell you their life stories? Do people you barely know end up sitting next to you at a coffee shop or a workplace lounge, and within 20 minutes find themselves confessing their deepest childhood traumas, their marital struggles, or their hidden, fragile dreams? Do people frequently pause, look at you with confusion and say, "I don't know why I'm telling you this. I've never told anyone before"? This is a rare, profound, and beautiful sign of deep psychic attraction. Jung observed that most human beings live deeply fragmented lives, hiding behind thick, heavy walls of defense. We wear armor to survive. We only lower those walls and take off that armor when we encounter someone who has done the heavy, honest work of accepting their own internal shadow. If you are someone who accepts your own flaws, who does not live in constant, bitter judgment of yourself, that internal harmony radiates outward. It creates a safe, completely non-judgmental frequency in the room. People are drawn to this energy like cold travelers to a fire in a dark, freezing desert. They find you intoxicatingly attractive, not because of a superficial face or a perfect body, but because your presence feels like a sanctuary for their tired ego. They sense, on a deep, unconscious level, that their secrets are safe with you because your soul speaks the language of depth, not pretense. True attraction is not about turning heads. It is the rare ability to make another person feel safe enough to take off their own mask and breathe. Sign number 5. You fear of being left alone even when you want to be alone. The paradox of the empty circle. Let us address a very painful, quiet illusion that causes so many attractive people to cry themselves to sleep. Do you often find yourself sitting entirely alone at social events? Do you find that despite being well-dressed, polite, smiling and open, people rarely approach you at bars, coffee shops or parties? Have you looked around a crowded room and wondered, if I am supposed to be attractive, why am I the one sitting by myself while everyone else is surrounded by laughter and conversation? Why am I invisible? This is what we must call the paradox of the cathedral. Nobody walks casually into a magnificent, historic, towering cathedral just to kill 5 minutes on a Tuesday afternoon. They stand outside on the pavement, looking up at it in awe, wondering if they are important enough or dressed well enough to step inside the massive wooden doors. They choose instead to walk into the familiar, predictable convenience store down the street. When you possess a high level of grace, self-containment, and deep-seated attraction, you naturally create a quiet, powerful boundary around yourself. People look at you from across the room and automatically assume you are entirely out of their league. They assume your phone is already blowing up with texts from fascinating people. They assume your heart is already taken, or that you possess a gaze so sharp you would see right through their insecurities. The human ego hates rejection above everything else in the world. It will avoid it at all costs. Therefore, the average person will almost always choose to approach someone who feels safe, predictable, easily accessible, and unchallenging. Your isolation at a party is not a sign of your invisibility. It is often the direct, heavy result of your intimidating radiance. They are not ignoring you because they do not see you. They are ignoring you because they see you too clearly, and they do not feel ready for the challenge of meeting your eyes. As Jung once deeply noted, the rare soul naturally commands a space of its own, completely untouched by the noise of the crowd. Sign number 6. People return from the past. The long echo. Do people from your distant past have a strange, recurring habit of resurfacing in your life? Think about it. An ex-partner from 3 or 4 years ago sending a random out-of-the-blue text message saying you randomly crossed their mind. A friend you haven't spoken to since your university days suddenly reaching out on social media. A casual acquaintance from an old job mentioning how a random song, a specific book, or a sunset reminded them of something very specific you said to them years ago. Jung taught us that the unconscious mind is completely timeless. It does not understand days, months, or years. When you make an authentic connection with another human being, not through the superficial, transactional small talk of the persona, but from the raw depths of your true self, you plant a permanent, living seed in their psyche. Superficial physical beauty fades from the memory the exact moment it leaves the field of vision. It is like a cheap, catchy pop song. You hear it on the radio, it catches your ear for a minute, and then it is forgotten forever. But psychic depth, authentic internal attraction, is a masterpiece symphony. It leaves a long, haunting echo in the quietest chambers of their memory. Years down the line, when that person is feeling lost, disconnected, or completely uninspired by the shallow modern world, their unconscious mind will automatically search for comfort, and it will serve up the image of you. Why? Because you represent a rare moment of genuine psychological awakening in their life. You made them feel real. If people cannot seem to permanently forget you, if they keep circling back to your shoreline year after year, It is because your beauty was never skin deep. It was soul deep. Sign number 7. Your flaws feel uniquely enchanting to others. Finally, let us consider the things you hate most about yourself when you look in the mirror or when you lie awake at night. The way your voice cracks slightly when you get too excited about a topic. The clumsy way you trip over flat carpets or drop your pen. The physical birthmark or asymmetry you try so hard to cover up with makeup or clothes. The fierce, stubborn, unpolished intensity you display when you talk about something you truly love. Have you noticed that when you nervously point these flaws out to people who care about you, they react with confusion or genuine fondness? Have people explicitly told you that your little quirks, your mistakes, and your imperfections are actually their favorite part of you? In Jungian terms, absolute perfection is an intellectual construct of the ego. It is artificial, it is a lie. But wholeness is the deep, crying desire of the human soul. No one falls in love with a perfect, polished marble statue. We might admire statues from a distance in a museum, but we cannot love them. Why? Because a statue has no shadow, it has no flaws, it has no pain, it has no humanity. When you stop trying to ruthlessly cut out your quirks, when you stop trying to hide your shadow and instead allow your raw, fragile humanity to show, you become alive in a way that is intoxicatingly attractive to others. Your flaws become the rich texture that makes your beauty believable and real. It gives other people silent permission to be messy and human around you. They are not looking past your imperfections. They are looking directly at them and finding them beautiful, because those very cracks in your armor are exactly where your authentic divine light shines through the mask. Let us look at the late-night truth as the hours grow small. As we close this conversation and the night grows completely still around you, I want you to completely reconsider the reflection you see in the mirror tomorrow morning. Stop looking so desperately for the symmetry of your skin, the validation of a swipe, or the superficial applause of a distracted crowd. Understand once and for all that your true allure is an undercurrent. It is a quiet gravity. It is the stillness and heavy silence you bring into a noisy, chaotic room. It is the immense depth of your attention when you look at someone and listen to their words. It is the incredible courage you have to look directly into your own internal shadow, accept your darkness, and still smile warmly at the world. You are far more magnetic, far more beautiful, and far more attractive than you think. Not because you are perfect, and not because you fit into the shallow molds of this modern era. You are attractive because you are an unfinished, beautifully complex piece of the cosmos, slowly waking up to itself in the dark. And there is absolutely nothing more breathtakingly attractive in this entire world than a soul that is finally beginning to remember its own eternal value. Sleep well tonight, and remember who you truly are when all the masks come off.